What's up, guys? I'm Speaker of the Void. Welcome on back to Dredge. We are going to be going ahead and finishing the series out this time around, so let's go ahead and get into it. Right, so we just dropped off the dog. Straws? Yeah, those are loose straws. Spyglass! We need the little biters. Barracuda, loose jaw. Where are the little dudes? Tuna, hammerhead. Hammerhead. Snapper. Wood. Snapper. Wood. Quill grouper. Isopod. Or amphipod, excuse me. Amphipod. Snailfish. Alright, so I do remember. Wait, no. Fangtooth. These guys? Just saw them. Where? Tuna. Shaw. Wait. Oh, we haven't caught any of those? Huh. Fangtooth. Huh. We'll catch. Oh, no, we don't need to catch a viperfish. It's fine. Fangtooth. And then back down. Oh, hello, friend. Whale shark. Very cool. Let's see. Is it? Up. Other side of this island. Here's the lad. And then he wants a blue crab after this, I think. So here's your fangtooth. They bring the small fish up to their mouth and bite at where the heart is. Their cracked lips part to reveal a row of sharpened teeth. Sense an opening. They unfurl the final scroll. This one shows a blue crab. So, blue crab, we actually dropped the crab pot over next to the pontoon, I think. Collection of cases. Oh! So... Funky boy. Fish market. Go ahead and pop this in here for now. These two. Search. Wait. Shipyard. Night. Let's see. You. Oh. This guy up. So we will take that case to the person it belongs to. I just want to finish this pursuit first. Yeah, sense an opening. Want their blue crab. They crack and bend the crab's legs apart and feast upon the flesh inside. Lips still covered in crab flesh, they take a book from inside their robe and hand it to you. Answer given. You wait. Summons. They cross their arms and appear to fall into a deep sleep. Hey. Now let's see if we can find... I think it was this island. No, it was not this island. Might have been this one then. It's one of these. No, this is where we found the thing. So it's up here. Not quite right. Okay. Swing a little wide. Fishmonger. Sell. Shipwright. Repair. Let's see. Storage. Out. To the trader. Suits. Okay, so and it comes on, and we are going back to the Devil's Spine because there's something about having all the pursuits done that is just nice. Also, it's a little odd that the rises from east to west. Makes me wonder if perhaps our compass isn't just turned around a little. So before we go after the final tablet, we are going to go ahead and statue holds a stone crucible, which is empty. Flame roars in the statue's hands. Preparations are complete. The fanatic awakes. Sleep the night. I am attempting. There's a glittery there. Let's see. You have to be a little carefuler. Oh, it's from the wall. Let's see. Um, that might be it. Once again, my brain boggles at trying to do this without passive mode. Not impressive. Not what we were looking for. But yes, we are going to be basically just looking for dredge spots like that. Here. Specifically, I'm looking for that one, which glows. Go. Oop. Oop. There we go. That's the final glyph. Turn. On out of here. Sidle up to the pontoon, actually. Storage. That away. Sleep the night. we head for the temple. Witness Fanatic's finale. Not gonna worry about that. Or no. No, we're gonna go back to well, we have to come back after Little Marrow anyway, so we're gonna go to Little Marrow first. Snake. Snackerel. You already helped that guy. Alright, storage. Back out. Trader, show him the stone tablet. The trader takes the stone tablet from you and places it alongside the others. He turns them over and arranges them together in a square. On the underside of the tablets, new glyphs begin to form, casting an eerie light on the low ceiling. Yes, go on. He begins transcribing the glyphs onto an old scrap of parchment. Each stroke appears to demand excruciating concentration. After a few minutes, he puts down his pen and reads aloud. When the sky mistakes the stars, and the air grows thick with night, the deep will open its scars. Protect us, O guiding light. I only know of one guiding light, but these tablets predate the lighthouse at Greater Marrow by centuries. The fragments are fused together now. Why don't you take this back? In theory, they should open a lock somewhere, but where? An intriguing mystery. Do let me know if you make any progress. In the meantime, do you have any trinkets? Yes. So, if you guys will remember, I believe it was a couple episodes ago now, there was a ruin that was referred to as raising its arms towards the lighthouse in Devil's Spine. And it was not pointing back towards Greater Marrow. I believe down there on the far end. Not super worried about fish now, because like we are very close to the end of the game. Also, I do find it fun isn't the right word. Where's funky? Go. Cave. In the dim light of the cave, you can make out some painting on both walls. Left wall? These paintings depict the birth of a civilization. A great beacon of light is shown repelling a tentacled figure emerging from the sea. In the dim light of the cave, make out more. These paintings depict the fall of a civilization. A volcanic eruption tears through a tall lighthouse. Monstrous shapes devour people as buildings turn to ruin. Very interesting story that's hinted at. You climb the many steps leading up to the ancient lighthouse. At its base is a solid stone door. You can't see a handle, but there's a large socket carved into the face. The fused tablet clicks into place and the door rumbles before sliding aside. Let's step inside. Step through the doorway of the ancient lighthouse. The stairway to the top has collapsed. This is as far as you're going to get. Around you are a number of dusty objects. Some of them look valuable. Flame of the sky. 350, 3,500 lumens, excuse me. So that's brighter than our incandescent array. Possibly bright for such a compact design. Delicately faceted crystal lens focuses a perpetual shimmering flame. Storage. Oop. Take everything from the room. There's nothing else to be found. Let's see. We're almost done with model. Go. Let's undock. Just let's go deal with the fanatic. I like how this area doesn't have any kind of music. All you can hear is the mother's breathing as she makes her rounds. Fanatic. What is it? I'm looking for sunken relics. Are there any shipwrecks here? Relics, you say? Perhaps one such as this. He pulls an antique pocket watch from inside his robe. Droplets of sea spray crackle and seethe around it. You're drawn to it too, I see. It found me during my rite of proving as I scavenged for creatures of power. It sapped my spirit when I first recovered it, but I came to appreciate its strange nourishment with time. With time, haha, pocket watch. As will you. When the ritual is prepared, it will be yours to carry forth. Anything else? What's that scroll you're holding? I found it at the end of my other life. It washed ashore, as all great gifts do. It took some time for me to decipher the runes. It speaks of an incomprehensible door, and those wretched, twisted fish that swam through. Their flesh is the closest thing to me. Are there others that share your... There are pretenders. Failures that make a mockery of the deep. I tried correcting their ways, but I soon saw that they had lost the path. I left them to their ceaseless hunger, referring to the hooded figures that we have aided. Anything else? No? Flames are lit. Ah, I can feel it. The chill of the deep touches us now. It is time. Come. You follow him up the steps of the temple. At the top is a black stone altar. Stacked high upon the altar are layers of dark, damp wood. He draws the antique pocket watch from his robe. It sways hypnotically. It is almost yours. May it mark the start of your journey, and the end. Still holding the pocket watch in one hand, he clambers atop the pyre and raises his scroll. He begins to chant. What are you doing? He ignores you. Wind picks up. Swirling sea spray around the altar. A cold blue flame rises from the sodden wood at his feet. Stop! His chanting grows louder. The freezing blaze climbs his legs. His chanting continues, no pain detectable in his voice. He lifts his arms skyward. Seconds later, the inferno engulfs him. It rages for a moment, then abruptly dies away. A cold mist pools around the floor of the temple briefly before the wind sweeps it into the sea. No trace of the fanatic remains. The pyre is cold and damp. Inspect the pyre. And there's our antique pocket watch. You take the pocket watch. It's freezing cold. It vibrates in your palm. Clock hands spinning wildly below the cracked face. We're going to put the pocket watch away. because technically it should be the last thing uh, that we provide. I don't know where the photographer is, so we might not get the case back to her. Her? Them? Not 100% sure. But we have completed, I believe, all of our pursuits except for one. So there are a couple of steps that we can take here. We're going to pursue the easier of the two courses of action first. You enter the house carrying the ornate necklace. The collector recognizes it almost immediately. An excellent find. It demands pride of place in my collection. He sweeps aside some scraps on a dusty table, candle wax pooling in its corner. He places the necklace carefully in the clearing. And I suppose you'll be demanding recompense as well. Once more he opens the book, dust pouring from the pages as he reads aloud. You begin to feel weak, but you're rooted to the spot, knees on the verge of buckling. As he finishes speaking, you feel blood rushing back to your legs. A strange feeling of power grows in your chest. You're so close. One more remains. I loathe to suggest it. The abyssal plane on the approach to Devil's Spine is a likely candidate. See what you can find. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Are you human? The inquiry is met with a piercing gaze. Why, of course. As human as you are. Okay, so I'm going to correct myself. First, we're going to go back to Greater Marrow. And start a search that will allow us to pursue either option. Night housekeeping. There. It's fisherman. Nautical engineering's done. Scrolled down at the bottom. Useful tips on nautical equipment maintenance, including a particularly detailed section on which specific lubricating oils to use on various joint and hinge types. Alright. So we should now be able to encounter someone who will set our options to open. Because yes, we can just give the collector final item. We can. However, that, as all actions, will have consequences. Whoop! Apologies for loud noise. First, there's a campfire at that abandoned camp. from the little dinghy. You undock next to an old rowboat. Somebody's here. He's hunched over by the campfire, muttering to himself. Cautiously approach. Did you throw it back? What? The book! I don't understand. I'm not seeing things. It's really you, isn't it? Who do you think I am? He turns away, wringing his hands. He speaks to the fire. It was him. Him and his damned wife. They dredged up that old book, but something cloaked in fog followed it out. Right through the boat. Boom! The man makes crude explosion noises and motions wide with his hands, still talking to the fire, as though pantomiming a story to a child. It spoke. It said it was coming for our breath, that we wouldn't be needing it soon. And then darkness crashed down. An age later, some of us washed up on shore, and him, still clutching that book. Throw it back, we cried, as the fog rolled ashore. We thought, surely it can still be undone. What book? Silver and Crimson. The book, covered in her blood. Not making any sense. Throw it back! The man closes his eyes tight as he holds back tears. His voice falls to a whisper. Please. The lighthouse keeper, she saw. She knows where it came from. Where it needs to go. Tell me more about this book. Silver and Crimson. Silver and Crimson. He rocks back and forth, staring through the flames. What do you know about the fog? It cloaks that calamitous thing. It's evil. Haven't you felt it? And what does the lighthouse keeper have to do with this? She saw it all that ruinous day. Ask her, beg her, tell her I... He trails off, his face collapsing in sorrow. There is a single book that we have seen in this game. That is silver. So there are a couple options that we have. Said. We're going to follow this one, because it's fairly easy to pursue the other. What is it? What do you know about the Silver and Crimson book? She shudders at the very mention of the book. Really asking me? After all this time, you know it must be returned. She looks at you with deep pity. Have to move on. For her sake as well as yours. Take control. Be rid of that thing, once and for all. What is it? Tell me more about that book of yours. Which book? This one here? With a wry grin, he pulls a dusty tome from the nearest shelf and glances at the cover. There's really not much to be said of Histories of the Grey Isles. It's re- really quite a chore. Don't play dumb. You know which book I mean. Play dumb. Your hypocrisy is wearying. I suppose we must go through this rigmarole yet again. The Book of the Deep appears in his hands, sheathed in its dirty crimson jacket. Go ahead. Ask us. Where did you get it? Sparkling dust motes hang in the air between you. We're there. The air around the book begins to pulse rhythmically. The air around the book begins to pulse rhythmically, like a quickening heartbeat. So was she. Who? Wanted to forget. Begged me. The room bristles. This is what you asked for. Give me the book. Your words hang in the space between. Change a thing. Book is ours. You take a step closer through the crackling room. Collector lurches forward in response. What can you possibly hope to achieve? Book. You strike out with your right fist, punching hard into the jaw of the collector. His face shatters and falls to the ground. Oh, pathetic. The Book of the Deep is in your hands. Stand this plainly before you sink us into despair. I know how to bring her back. It's all right there on the pages. And now you've seen its power firsthand. We wield the power to release her from her slumber. Find her last relic and we can undo everything. Undo what you did. And now, my friends, we have a choice. A choice that is easy enough. In my opinion. First, though, we're going to sleep the night so that we're not dealing with our panic rising. What is it? I have the book. You've had it this whole time, have you not? It doesn't matter. Make the most of this window of lucidity. Now is the time to act. Do you still remember where it happened? In that gloomy darkness behind the bay. When you are ready, I'll point the way. So, the game... I understand. Do what you must, but do not delay this any longer than is necessary. So, I'm going to make sure that the game saves. So now I know that we have a save right there. So, Lighthouse Keeper. I'm ready. Show me where I need to go. Warning. You are entering the final phase of the game. Your progress will not be saved from this point onwards. Do you wish to continue? Yes. One more time. Progress won't be saved from this point onward. Are you sure you wish to continue? Yes. Must wait until night is thickest. Till the ocean is as it was all those years ago. It's time. I'll point the way. Follow my light. Go and do what's right for her. Throw it back. This is the place. The book struggles in your grasp, its weight somehow shifting from side to side. Silver ribbons flail pathetically against your fingers. Hold it high above your head. A low groan rumbles from the book, echoed by another from the depths. You throw it into the foaming water. And that is quote unquote good ending. I do appreciate it having like the Northern Lights type deal above. Yep. I'm actually going to show you guys the alternative ending. Quick. But I will be going back to the good ending. Let's see. Pocket watch. So the alternative ending, go back to Blackstone Isle and give him the pocket watch. Mansion. You climb the broken steps to the old mansion. The waves swelling and crashing against the basalt columns that surround you. You pause before crossing the threshold. He approaches, drawing closer with an incessant ticking. You have the pocket watch. You take out the watch. Its once frozen hands are now inexplicably twitching in a rhythmic struggle, trying but failing to move forward. You place it in front of the collector. It has been some decades since I last laid eyes upon this. The sound of its mechanisms has grown no less unpleasant. And with that, our collection is complete. I must admit, I'm surprised. I didn't think you had the determination for such a job. Now, these 5 relics in our possession, only one thing remains. We will see her again soon. It will all be worth it. You know this. We must make one final voyage. This time, I will be with you. I'm ready. The relics are coming with us. We should wait for the fog to thicken. Luck, the seas will remain unaware of our intentions. So this will again probably bring us to 1 a.m. Now, our destination is the open expanse to the west of the Greater Marrow. It's marked on the map. Let's not tarry on the open watch, Hutters. Not with such significant cargo. Make haste! His shape disappears from the mirror. A chill rises in your body as you turn to leave. The collector is with you. There's where we must go. I believe this is considered the bad ending. Actually, no, I'm certain this is considered the bad ending. For reasons that you guys will soon see. This is the place. This is where she was taken from us. And where we can at last bring her back. Only here. And only because of what we've achieved. You open the book. Its pages are frosted with ice and a chill mist rises around your fingers. Begin to read aloud. To release the lost one, frozen in time. You throw the pocket watch overboard. And tethered by chains in the deep. Throw the necklace overboard. Bind them to this world once more. Throw the ring overboard. Open the door to the starry heavens. Slot the key in the lock of the means. And lay the weary world to rest. Throw the music box overboard. Its key left. You see why this is the bad ending. Pursuing salvation, that which you lost. Destroy all that still is. I don't remember if... I say I don't remember. I don't know if the credits scene shows more than just Greater Marrow having been destroyed. But the implication is that everything else is gone too. And still, the music slays. Skip through the rest of this without just skipping entirely. I don't think it does show the. But that, my friends, was Dredge. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And I hope to start a new one with you all soon. I don't know what my next game is going to be. We'll address that when we get there. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day and great rest of your week. I'll see you next time. Bye.